Hello all of you awesome people out there, and hey Hero, nice to see you still hauling things about. So, how have things been getting on lately? Alright, so you finished hauling now, you've done a good few hours of that, and you've managed to sell all of the exploration stuff we earned in the last episode, so we can actually do some quick maths now and start figuring out how much we made per hour for certain things. So let's have a look in your wallet to begin with. And we have 184 million. That's actually really good. We are up 165 million from the last episode because we only had 20 million-ish in the bank. Now we have lots and lots of good stuff in there. So where's all this come from? Alright, so starting off with the exploration, you managed to make 90 million, which isn't actually too bad. That was 5 hours worth of work, so that makes it roughly 90 million divided by 5 is 18 million ISK an hour. So that's actually really well, not too bad to be honest if you think about it. So moving quickly on, you've been doing hauling most recently, so how much have you managed to make there? About 75 million. That's quite good. And how many hours have you put in? 8 hours. Okay, but half of them were AFK, so to say 4 hours, but we'll do it with 8 hours. So 75 million divided by 8 gives us roughly 9.3 million an hour, which is actually less than the exploration, but it is worth noting that a lot of that was AFK, so you could easily do the hauling whilst, I don't know, having another account open, maybe making the dinner or doing something else. So you've just arrived at Cheetah, so get yourself sorted out, Hero, and we'll move on to what we'll be doing next, which is more PvP orientated. I think you'll like it, so get a move on and we'll see you very soon. Alright, so whilst Hero finishes off whatever it is he's doing, I'm going to talk about what we'll be attempting next, which is faction warfare. That's right, we're going to be joining in the wars between the factions and hoping to cash in on some of the goodies available to us. Now, what we'll essentially do is join an NPC-led corporation, which is at war with other NPC corporations, and we'll be attempting to capture points across low and null security space. The more points we capture, the more loyalty points we earn, which can then be used as currency to buy faction modules and all good stuff like that. So once you're done, Hero, get into the ship browsing window and we'll have a look at some of the ships we'll be using. Essentially we'll just be using frigates, but let's see what's available to us. And here we are. Looks like we can only use Minotaur frigates at the moment, not trained into anything else. And yep, quick look at any other faction will show that we can't use their ships because we're obviously still an alpha. Now, we have two choices here. We can either go for a normal Tech 1 frigate, or as Hero's looking out there, we can look at the Navy issue ships, but quite a price tag on them, and they are better in some scenarios, if not all or most scenarios, but can't really justify the price tag, so we'll stick with a normal Tech 1 frigate. I would say for the Rifter, or the Slasher. I mean, you could go for the Breacher, but I'm guessing we've not trained missile skills. Nope, no missile skills yet. Okay, so get a ship all kitted out, Hero, and then we'll go through how you join faction warfare and what we need to do in order to start getting those lovely loyalty points. Alright, so a little Slasher is going to be Hero's weapon of choice here. Have a quick look at your fitting. Looks good to me, and the whole thing costs underneath 6 million ISK as well, so it's not going to cost an absolute fortune. If it does actually get blown up, we can replace it quite easily. You might also notice that he's no longer in G2, we're now in a random Minotaur station. That's because Hero has decided to fight on behalf of the Minotaur, so he needs to be in a Minotaur station in order to join their side. If you wanted to fight as a Mar, you'd need to be in a Mar station. And the same for Caldari and Galenti, you need to be in their stations as well. So open up the faction warfare window, Hero. You can find the little button underneath where it says undock at the top right. That's the one there. Okay, so this is the main faction warfare window. And as you can see, Minotaur are actually doing really well at the minute. They're up to tier 3. The higher the tier, the more loyalty points you're going to get back for all the good deeds you're going to be doing. The better Minotaur are doing. The worse Mar are going to be doing because they're in direct conflict with each other. Underneath is a list of all the systems we're going to be fighting in and over. The blue systems are systems controlled by Minotaur already, and they're going to want to defend. And the red systems are controlled by Mar, and they're going to be ones we're going to try and take over. Minotaur and Mar are at war. Galenti and Caldari are at war also. Minotaur are allies with Galenti, and Mar are allies with Caldari. Want to click the statistics tab, you'll see loads of numbers there. If you want to flick through them, you can do it. It tells you how well they're doing. And this is one you're going to want to be familiar with. It's the rules of engagement. It's going to give you a list essentially telling you everything that can and can't take place in faction warfare. And the only one you need to really be familiar with is the bottom line there. The heading is even in red to make you aware. It's going to tell you that you are entering a corporation that is at war. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, if you're at war with someone, anyone you're at war with can attack you at any time, in any place, whether you're in high security space, low security space, anywhere. They can attack you with no consequences, so it's something to be aware of. It also means that you can't enter your rival's kind of territory. So since we are at war with Amar, we cannot go into Amar systems and we cannot go into Caldari systems without being attacked by their faction kind of armies. You've probably noticed them hovering around gates and stuff. And Disowned Hero is jumping ahead of me here. There's a little button at the bottom there, enlist me. You simply click that, gives you a brief outline of what you get yourself into. You just click yes. And straight away, if you look at the bottom left, we've been changed into a different corp. And we've been added to a militia kind of tab in the chat. This is so we can keep tabs with everyone else who's fighting on our side. The idea meant to be that, you know, you form alliances and go out together. But you can do this solo, and that's what we're going to be doing. And yeah, a quick look in the character sheet will show you that we have now changed corp. No change in the tax. It's still going to be, I believe, around 10 to 15%, not 100% on that, but no change there. So all we need to do now is actually get ourselves to a system and start fighting. So Hero, go and find a friendly system and we'll talk through what needs to be done there. Here we are in low security space, ready to start causing some havoc and collecting those loyalty points. Now it's a 0.4 security system and it's currently controlled by the Minmatar. We can tell that by the little Minmatar symbol underneath where it says faction warfare at the top left of the screen. Now it is low security space, so it's worth keeping an eye on your directional scanner, as well as the public chat window to see if there's any large groups of people coming in or out of your system. So what you need to do now is simply warp to an installation. Hero's picked a novice installation here. There's 4 types altogether: large, medium, small and novice. Large will allow absolutely any ship type in. Medium will allow cruisers and below. Small will allow destroyers and below. And novice will allow tech warrant frigates only. So once you get to the warp in, you'll find an acceleration gate just like this one here. And it's here that the ship types will be restricted if they're not allowed in. So you just want to jump in there, Hero, and have a look inside the complex.
Drive active.
Now it's important to remember that we are in Minmatar controlled space here, so this complex is friendly. Once you actually warp in, you'll see an NPC which will show up red on your overview. There he is. He's friendly to us and he will not attack us, and we shouldn't really attack him. If you do attack him, I don't think he fires back and you don't really get anything from it. You might lose some standings with the Minmatar, so really not worth it. All we need to do here is stay within 30 kilometers of the structure in the middle there, and simply wait for that timer to count down to 0. As long as we're within 30 kilometers, it'll keep counting down, unless an opposing player warps in who we're at war with, in which case it'll simply say contested in the middle there, and it won't count down again until either we push that other player past 30 kilometers, so he's over 30 kilometers away from the structure, or we blow him up. So Hero, keep going. Once that gets to 0, we'll come back to you and we'll see what happens next. And there we go, we're near enough down to 0 now. The whole time Hero has been keeping an eye on his D-scan, and not really much has been going on other than Anastera kind of flying around, probably doing some sights or something that doesn't really interest us. So here we go, 3, 2 and 1, there we go, it's been completed. And straight away we've got 2 notifications in the bottom right corner. What these are going to tell us now is that our standings have gone up, and also we've been given some loyalty points. Now those numbers might not look very high, only what, 400 odd. We did oversight before, we only got, well, we got less than 100, but it's worth noting that this is the lowest type of site you can do. It's a defensive novice site, so you're not really going to get a lot for them. And we are in the least contested system in the world. There we go, hardly contested at all. So if you were to go to more contested systems and do higher sites, like maybe fly into a large and hopefully complete a large, you'll be getting a lot more loyalty points. So go to an unfriendly system, Hero, and a Mars system, and we'll go into a complex there. And here we go again, warping into another novice installation, except for this time we are in unfriendly and more space. Essentially the site's going to play out exactly the same as before. We're going to have a structure in the centre. We'll need to stay within 30 kilometers of it for the timer to count down. There'll still be an NPC, except for this time it's going to be an Amar ship, and it's not going to be very friendly, and we'll need to blow it up in order for the timer to continue. Also here you seem to have 2 friends in this complex. This does happen from time to time. Obviously we're not the only ones doing faction warfare, and you can tell that they're friendly by the fact that they're purple. If they were enemies, they would most likely be bright red or flashy orange or some sort of colour that would let you know that they're not going to be playing very nice, and you probably need to either run away or blow them up. Now there's the NPCs warped in, and you can see straight away that the timer has stopped counting down and it now says contested. That plays out exactly the same as if this NPC was a real player. If a real player warped in, it would also say contested, and you'd need to blow them up, the same as what these guys are doing to the NPC in order for the timer to continue. These NPCs also vary when it comes to the different sizes of installations. If you're warping to large installations, you'll probably find cruiser-sized NPCs, destroyer-sized NPCs for like medium and small, and obviously these little tiny frigates for the novice ones. The idea is you can't just warp into a large unfriendly installation in a slasher as heroes flying here and complete a solo. That's not going to happen. The NPC is going to wreck you, or you'd need like a ton of friends or a bigger ship. So yeah, basically if you're in a frigate, you want to stick to the small or novice installations. Now here I'm going to leave you with your new friends to finish this site, and we'll catch up to you once it's done. There we go, almost done now. It's also worth pointing out that you can loot the wrecks of the NPCs. You will get a few bits and pieces as well as some tags which can be used to increase standings later on. So there we go, the same 2 messages as before, except for this time we got nearly 6,000 loyalty points. So obviously getting the offensive plexes is a lot better than doing the defensive ones. Not really much left to say here, Disowned Hero. Try and get as many hours as you can in doing this kind of stuff, and we'll come back to you in a little while, see how many loyalty points you've got and how much ISK we can roughly turn that into, and then do some maths the same as we have for everything else. So enjoy yourself, hero, and please, 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 please don't lose too many ships.
Warp drive active.
Hello again, all you awesome people out there, and thanks for watching this video. I've been getting a lot of support recently, a lot of good comments, a lot of good bits of feedback, lots of likes and subscribes as well, which is always good. I really appreciate doing these videos, and it's glad to know some of you people out there enjoy watching them. Now there's one comment that keeps coming up over and over and over again, and that's about the webcam in the top corner. Not sure which side it's going to be, probably that one. It's one of them two anyway. Some of you seem to like the webcam in the corner, some of you don't. So what I'd like is, if you don't mind, if you can give me a little comment down below, let me know if I should keep the webcam, if I should cut it out altogether, maybe move it, maybe it's blocking something you guys want to be able to see. I'm not quite sure. I mean, to me, these videos are a little bit different, you know, it's me kind of talking to me in a third person. I think it's a bit different. It was a bit... But I've never seen it before, so that was the kind of angle I was going for. But if it's not working for whatever reason, then please let me know. I will cut it out, I'll change it, I'll give you guys the videos you want to watch rather than making the ones I'd rather make. I'd enjoy it either way, so it doesn't bother me too much. And yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon in another video right here, or something to those effects. It's a little bit different every time, but yeah, that'll do. So thank you all for watching, and bye bye. Yay, there you go, colourful fireworks. We have our collateral back, plus the little bit of extra, which is basically the payment for completing it.